What is going on, managers, and welcome back to a brand new tactic that I created. And we have gone for something a little bit simplistic with the 4-4-1-1. Now, we've used Red Bull Leipzig for this one, and I'm going to show you some of the results that we've got and what is a little bit different to most other tactics that you see out there. So let's get straight to the video and crack right on with it. So we came on and we decided to go with Red Bull Leipzig. Why we went with these is because they have a very, very strong side where the depth of the squad is brilliant and you can really use a lot of players in other positions. And this is why we went with these for this 4-4-1-1. Now, as you can see in there, we won the Bundesliga. We absolutely flew at the Bundesliga, only losing 3 games a whole season, only drawing 6, but that main one there of 25 wins out of the 34 games is absolutely huge. 4 more than Bayern, who struggled to even catch us up there, 8 points clear of them, and we just blew away from the rest of the teams as well. So that is absolutely unbelievable that we did there. Timo Werner getting the most goals, for us with 20 goals for the season. Great to see that as well. And if you have a look at the assists, you will see over there we have 2 players in the most assists with Emil Forsberg and also David Raum up there as well, which is brilliant, which is a good thing that you will want to check out why they are good things as well, because it comes into part of the tactic that we use here. So nice to see that over there. A few other stats as well for us is, as you can see there, most goals scored. It is us 69 goals scored. We got the most out of the whole league, which is brilliant as well. So I am very happy with that. Few shots against, we were joint third, 316. Bayern Munich did very, very well to only keep it down to 224. Can't really compete with that, but very well. Good to see Borussia Mönchengladbach as well doing very well with it. Our possession, we were 8th with 51% possession as well. 10 from Bayern Munich, but not too bad as well. It seems that most of our games on the average possession, we had more possession than any other of the opposition, so I am happy with that one. Most dribbles, we came in first with 741. Players like to get the ball down, dribble with it, and move with it. I'm happy with that. Fewest concede, second in the league, not too bad neither. Bayern Munich 23, we were 27, so 4 goals off them, which is not too bad really, I thought, in my eyes, but I am very happy with finishing second with the least conceded goals. Most clean sheets, we came in at, well, joint top really. As you can see, we've had 16 clean sheets there. Don't know why we got first and second there, but as you can see, we are joint with all the other sides there with the most clean sheets in the league. I'm very happy with that one. Another big thing for us was crosses completed, 193 crosses completed. Once again, I will show you why this is important, because as you can see, things are looking more to that wide play. You're going to show you what is going on and why this is important and why we are top of this list. It is important for us. We created the most chances as well with 144, which was nice to see. We had the most shots as well with 572. We had the most shots on target as well with 233, so it shows that we are being a little bit dominant. Like I said as well, we have the most dribbles there with 741, and we had most dribbles per game as well by 21. We came third in winning the possession back, which was nice as well to see. It means that we closed down, won the ball back, tried to get the ball back as physically fast as possible. 4,484 times. So we were just a little bit shy of Hoffenheim and Freiburg. And to be fair, I will take that considering they finished 10th and 15th. And you see the likes of Bayern Munich that finished second. We were way above them. So we winning the possession back was nice to see that we really, as soon as we lost possession of the ball, we got it back and we really wanted to fight for it as well. So finishing third there with the teams that are around us, it's nice to see a top team getting it back as quickly as possible. Also, we had some of the fewest shots against us. Joint third with Borussia Dortmund there with 316, eliminating anyone for having shots against us. I'm a big fan of that as well. It means closing down and not allowing the opposition into our final third, more of winning the ball back further up the field. So I'm very happy against that. And there you can see by my point there, as the final third passes against, we are second with 1,208. As you can see the difference between Bayern and us and then the rest of the team, there's nearly like 100 odd passes in there as well. So it's really good to see that we are eliminating the final third passes of this play. So it's really a high intense tactic to get the ball back and play some good football around there as well. Keeping that 51% possession as well. We are keeping the ball as well a lot better than the opposition as well. So it's nice to see how that's happening, how that's all doing and all the good stuff. So let me get into the XG here so you can see Let me get into the XG here so you can just see what is going on all around. Team attacking, we were very brilliant attacking, as you can see. We were way above everyone else on the advantages of how many goals we were scoring and the expected goals we were scoring as well. The shots per game we were a lot better as well. Shots on target, we were a little bit off, but as you can see there, 40% of our shots were off on target, which is not bad. We like it, but it was just a little bit above average of the rest of the Bundesliga as well. 21 dribbles, we knew that we were a lot higher in the dribbles as well. Cross completion, we were one of the best in the league with that 17, and then pass completion of the 84% is just a little bit below the average of there, but fouls against per game, we were very low on that, so we weren't really getting fouls against more than anything, so we were kind of just keeping the ball. When we were losing it as our own mistakes kind of away that way, but going out of play or having a shot just leads to being off target. That's how it was. Defensively though, some things were a little bit better here. As you can see, conceded per game was 0.79, where the average is 1.13, which so we were above average on the conceding goal, which is always a good thing. You want that to be there as well. Interceptions per game, we were a little bit lower. As you can see, we were a little bit lower than average there, but nothing too bad. It was like 30.91 on that. So he's not too worried about that one there. Just so yeah, blocks per game, because the opposition weren't getting into our half, blocks and clearances being made was not actually a thing for us, because like I say, we weren't allowing them into our area. As you can see, second least goals scored against us. It proves why they weren't getting in our final third and why these are going to be low as well. Fouls made per game, we were a lot below the average as well, so we didn't really give the fouls away. We have a one-back possession easily with the tackles that we make, or they were just misplacing the passes as we were putting pressure on them with the high press. As you can see there, our possession gained the most was just in the middle of the field there. Just like they stepped into our half and then we'd hit them with the press there and get the ball back off them. So that was nice to see that the main gaining of possession was in the middle of the field, not in our final third. So that just shows we were stepping up a little bit there and showing good movement. So I'm going to show you the league, as in how we got on in the league as well. So as you can see, we started in the Pokal first round, which is always going to be a team that you just destroy, and we beat them 6-0. We started off very, very well for the first month. Only Cologne getting points off us there. Union Berlin, Wolfsburg all getting a beating as well. We did actually take a stumble in the UEFA in the Champions League, as we did play against Milan, but unfortunately things didn't go too well in the Champions League. One thing I was a little bit concerned of, these two results against PSV were absolutely abysmal, losing 1-0 both times, and that put us into the Europa League, which I wasn't too happy about. I was really, really disappointed with the Europa League draw, but that is just one thing that happened. Anything, you just have to kind of go with that thing, but the rest of the results are proving imminent, as we did lose to Mainz after these two away games against PSV, and then obviously, you know, European and then playing away game is always going to be tough for us, but we did bounce back very, very well. A nice win against Hertha Berlin, Augsburg, Shakhtar we beat in the Champions League as well. Bayern we beat as well by Leverkusen. Went to Milan away, drew 0-0, which was a good result, but then we did end the end of the year with absolutely great results of a 3-1, a 2-0, and a 3-0 against some sides. We come back from the break of the World Cup, drawing with Bayern, getting a good win against Schalke, Stuttgart, and we went on a very, very strong run here. As you can see, we beat Cologne, Union Berlin, Lech we played in the Europa League knockout stages first round. We absolutely destroyed them. Wolfsburg, we drew 1-1 with. That's also Champions League, just always does us in the week. Frankfurt, we lost to Dortmund, which was not a good one. But then, this is the big one. We beat Manchester United at home 3-1. Drew to Gladbach, which we didn't mind, and then beat Manchester United away from home 1-0. Timo Werner getting a goal for us. We beat Bochum nicely. Mainz, we got revenge back on. We then played Hertha Berlin. Then we got PSG in the quarterfinals. We beat them 2-1 at home, which was a huge result. Drew to Augsburg. We always struggle. After European football, we always struggle. No matter what, we always struggle midweek after that. And then, yeah, PSG just decided turn up the heat, and Neymar just did Neymar things and beat us 4-0. But we did bounce back with a win against Leverkusen, 6-2. Hoffenheim we beat 2-0, sorry. Freiburg we beat 2-0. Werder Bremen we beat 2-0. Bayern Munich we lost 3-1. Away games away games just do me in, and we can't get the win. And then we did beat Schalke 2-1, so there's some very good results there and some fantastic plays. And this, guys, is the tactic that you can see. It's a 4-4-1-1. As you can see, we have a wide playmaker. So them crosses of completions that you were on about and you were seeing a lot of, that is why we do have that wide playmaker that just gets involved, tries to build some play up down the right-hand side, but because he's on support, he sits back a little bit too deep. One thing I probably would change is Klostermann into a fullback, because these were getting a little bit too close together when they were running up the field because he was on support. It's either that or you play him on attack and push him up a little bit further to get further up the field. I'll probably go for the attacking one, as I do like Klostermann, and with the speed that he's got, he's a very fast player, good work rate as well, and can get down the wing, is a very good player. So I like to have him there to get further forward because I know he can get back with the speed that he's got. So wing back would probably be better than fullback, but that wide playmaker, we did rotate it around as well, and this is where I was saying, guys, we have so many people that can play in these positions, it's so easy to do it as well. So, as you can see there, Campbell's there, but we do have Forsberg that can play in there as well. We also have Nkunku if we need to play him in that position as well. There is so many players that can play there. If I really wanted to, I could play Sabalasly in there as well, but I didn't. We can. Pulisic can play in that formation as well and in that role, and also Novora can play there as well. There is so many different players that we can play in these positions, and that's why the wide playmaker is really good, because all these I've got the ability to play the ball down. And when you've got a box-to-box running up and down the field as well, whilst this guy is getting the support from his wing-back, his full-back, his box-to-box, his shadow striker, and also the forward getting forward to look for the balls, it's easy for them to create something there, whilst on the other end, you've got a player running up the other wing that you can whip the ball all the way across to create space. And once I saw something a little bit familiar here with it, as soon as they saw that we were playing a wide playmaker, they kind of left the left side a little bit more open, because the main focus was on the right-hand side, because the ball was getting towards the right side of the field more often. So the left seemed to be in a lot of space. That's why you did see Rom on I think it was 9 assists for the season as well. So it was nice to see that once the opposition locked into that wide playmaker, they would then not focus on the left-hand side, which gave him a lot of space, as I knock something over, and it gives him a lot of space on the left-hand side to get the ball and run with it, and then push it in or cut it in or something like that to just find a little bit of space. So that's how it works. It's very, very well at working as well. All we did as well is just played fairly wider, so we spread the opposition out a little bit, played out to defense so we can get the players in front of the defense locked into their position. Shorter passing, which was nice as well. Overlap on the left and the right with that run at the defense. So if you want to see like the players bombing forward for your wingbacks, what they do on the overlap is your wide playmaker and your winger will hold the ball up, allowing the player to run over, and then once he gets the ball, he can then run with the ball, which is run at the defenders, and try and get into a good position, or cut it back to the winger or the wide playmaker to get the ball into the box and try and find a pass for it. It's really, really good. And we just use standard tempo just so we didn't have to use like fast pace, or we make wrong decisions, or we just pump the ball long for no reason. So we just played a little bit of standard tempo there and just eliminated anything like that. Also, a very strong thing on here, I did not use counter press or regroup or counter or hold shape. I just let the game play. If we lost the ball and my players' work rate or traits of likes to be aggressive on the ball or tries to close down the ball, I let them do that. It wasn't telling them to, right, go counter press as soon as we lose the ball or counter when we lose the ball. But still, you did see us get the ball back in nearly that final third of our half. So we were all the way up until the halfway line before we got the ball back. I told the goalkeeper to just roll it out to the fullbacks and distribute to the centre-backs. It just allowed us to not do anything silly and just pass the ball out. And like I say, playing out of defence, that's perfect for us. As you can see here, though, we did get stuck in. I do like our players to get the ball back, as in put a good lunge in and a good challenge. We played a much higher line defensive. Why? Because we do have the players in there that can play a very strong and very fast back line. So we did play a very high line. I think only Will Orban was the only player that was a little bit dubious with a high line, but the other players counted in for that. So we do a high press as well, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and then much more often on the counter press as well. And like I say, you have Klostermann there with 18 pace. You have Gravadol there as well with 15 and 17 pace. Will Orban probably has got the lowest with 11 and 12 pace there. And then Hendricks as well has got 13, 14. So the pace of them players are perfectly fine, because if Will Orban goes up for the ball, you've got Gravadol And then you have Klosterman and Henriks who can cover him as well behind the back of him to get the ball back. And that's just how it worked as well. Obviously, Timo Werner playing as that advanced forward as well because he's fast. He can get behind the back of him. And then wide playmaker could try and find the ball over the top if he wants to play that dangerous diagonal pass to get to the ball. Obviously, Nkunku is there as a shadow striker because Nkunku is just unbelievable. Brilliant work rate, brilliant play, can put the ball in the back of the net, great technique, great passing as well as finishing as well. So he's great to see him in there and did a wonderful job this season for us. So into a few games right now, and as you can see there, as that wide playmaker Nkunku playing it there as well, he did get 2 assists in this game against Manchester United. So they aren't too much of a pretty assist, but he's getting in the right place, and it just shows you what we were doing and how we were doing and how we were getting the ball where we needed to be for the players, a wide playmaker there to get the ball in. First one's going to come from a corner from Forsberg. Whipped in, nicely done as Will Auburn gets the goal there at the front post. But here you see a nice little flick on here, and Nkunku gets that ball, plays it into Timo Werner, acres of space, finding a great pass, and Timo Werner just slots it in nice and easy for us there, which is brilliant to see. And then Olmo gets the ball down, plays it to Klosterman, nice and easy as well. There's Nkunku on that wide place, plays that cheeky little chip in as the playmaker, and Timo Werner just slots it away for a nice goal for us. So in this 6-2 win, you can see we absolutely dominated them here as we get down the wing easily for Forsberg. Brings it back. Zlima's there. And there is our wide playmaker as well on there, getting a goal for us. He was playing out wide, so it's nice to see him getting a goal, getting involved in the game. He does push up as well a little bit there, as you see. It's nicely done as we play a nice through ball through, just slots it away as we bring the ball through, and it's easy there. But there is this is what I was saying, guys, why you could probably play him on a more of an attacking role, because as you can see where the ball is here, one thing I'm going to say, so as he's taking the shot, look how far back he is. Probably putting him on attack is going to be in this area, which offers another pass, but that's just something that I picked up on through the season. So you can play him on attack and he'll be a further up, especially if you've got that support wing back, but that's just what I noticed. And here's another one where Keppel picks that ball up, plays it down to Werner. It's nicely done. And the team just works really well together. As you can see, they're all on support. As you can see here, our wide playmaker just trying to get involved. But it's a great finish from Keppel there and just slots it away. Nice. This one is about, I would say, playing out of defense, working it back as we move the ball around really nicely. A Timo Werner playing on the left side. This is one thing with Leipzig side. They can play all the way around. It's brilliant. And this is one of my favorite goals that we scored all season, because it really just turns into like a complete goal by the team. We played this from the goalkeeper. We go back to him. We just recycle this ball all the way around, trying to get the goal and try and find the right pass. It was just patient playing. This is what happens when you don't play on the high tempo or low tempo. We keep the ball so long here, just passing it around, waiting for the right pass. There is the ball over the top as the advance forward, as Adrian Silva comes through and slots it away. The amount of time we kept that ball waiting for the right pass, it was just brilliant to see, and it's a great goal. So we bring the ball out. There you see there, Novoa, yet again, the wide playmaker, just being there, ready to pass the ball back as Forsberg gets the ball over. It's a good header, but unfortunately, and once again, that play out of defense being really strong there as we move this ball around, trying to find the right passes. Patient play just allows us to pass it, move the ball up the field, as you can see there, using that run at the defense, gets us forward, tries to play the ball through. There's the ball through to Nkunku, who's playing as that shadow striker. Great play, and that is how you play out of defense with short passing and have a shadow striker that just jumps into the game. Brilliant play from us. And guys, that is my 4-1. And guys, that is my 4-4-1-1. If you want it, it'll be in the description. Let me know if you get on with it. Tell me what you feel about it. Let me know if you think it's good. But we have done very well there. Knocking Manchester United out the Europa League. Winning the Bundesliga by quite some margin as well. Winning 25 of the 36 games that we played. Let me know, guys. If you want to see more content from me, though, like we're doing here, head over to Twitch, www.twitch.tv/tick147. You'll see all this live, guys. Me creating these tactics, trying to get things flowing, get the creative flow going. Just get over there, hit the follow button, and check it out. And guys, if you want to and like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, because that helps me out massively as well, guys. We've surpassed 600, which is absolutely mind-blowing as well. So on to 700 now, I guess. So you guys hit the subscribe button, helps me out massively. Hopefully you've enjoyed this content. So guys, thank you very much for taking a bit of part of your day, checking out my content. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. And I'll catch you all next time. Much love, and bye-bye.